Titans and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
We're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. A short throw caught by Andrews, pushing his way through, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the...
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete to Dotson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They run the counter with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll run it for the first time with David Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Hey, Silver. Out. 63. Hey.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Hurts. And this will be incomplete. The Titans at 7-3 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Bill King. Now let's get it. Go Silver, ready? Hey, let's go.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got Allen. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Hurts to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up for it. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them, and the quarterback's job is pretty easy here.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Getting to the ball behind the line was Xavier Howard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And now look at this. Big gain, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Pierce. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
73. 73. No touch.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
And now off to the races down the right side. Jahan Dotson, touchdown, Carolina. Jahan Dotson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, here's Tavon Young. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Great, set.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen, the man in motion right.
63.
On first down, Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much.
And Jackson cannot get away. And he'll go down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Wilson's got it complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. A touchdown run there for Javonte Williams.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
73.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, let's go.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give. This is McKinnon. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They go play action with Hurts. Caught by Allen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
73.
2nd down, here's Hurts. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. In motion right comes Allen.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Blankenship's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw it incomplete.
There he goes, right side. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. Mark Andrews, 79 yards. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Screen play, McKinnon.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey, easy, 63, 63.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They run once more with McKinnon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Great.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Crowd up, get it. Crowd up, get it. Crowd up, get it. 73, 73.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. That's a Titans touchdown. T. Higgins, 32 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Hurts will throw. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Offense.
So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Gabriel Davis from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Titans 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. From the gun, it's Hurts.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Go Silver, right?
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
90 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
13. Go.
Here's Cook again.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Lamar changing the look. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over,